Now children, since we are done with the first exercise, we'll be now looking into the exercise 17b, that is the next exercise. So there is no new theorem that is related to this particular exercise, children. So what we'll be doing, we can directly move into it. But yeah, then you need to look into the examples which are there. They are pretty tough, so it will be good for you if you just go through them before you start this particular exercise. So I'll be writing down, this is exercise 17b. Okay, since this happens to be a little tough one, I'll try to do as much sums as possible, but then if I find the sums as easy one, I'll be giving you that as homework. But then I'll be explaining you for sure. Okay, so this is our first figure which has been given. So here there is a circle. Okay, the figure shows two concentric circles and AD is a chord of larger circle. Okay, so suppose this is my center and here also I am having a circle. So this is what has been given. So I have been given a chord like this, and this goes by the name, this is AB and then this is CD. So this is the figure which has been given. So you have to prove that AB is equal to, I'll just write down, AB is equal to CD. This is what you have to prove. So this question is very easy one, children. So I'll be just explaining you how to do, so that you can just take this as homework. So what you will be doing, children, suppose this is my point. Now you can drop your perpendicular like this. So once you are dropping the perpendicular, suppose this is O, you can mark this as P. Now you know that perpendicular from the center of the chord bisects the chord. So you will be writing that, therefore BP is equal to CP. So this you will be taking as equation number 1, and of course you will be writing in the smaller circle, since OP is perpendicular to BC, therefore BP is equal to CP. You will be writing all the reasons and then only you can just conclude. Okay, and in the next part what you can see, I'll be writing down, see, similarly you will be taking the bigger circle in which you will be writing that OP is perpendicular to AD. So this will imply that AP will be equal to PD. Okay, so this you will be taking as equation number 2, and then what you will be doing, you will be doing 2 minus 1. So equation 2 minus equation 1 is AP minus BP will be equal to PD minus CP. So if you just subtract both of them, you can easily get that AB is equal to CD. Okay, so this was an easy one. So you will be just writing down properly, and of course these are the steps, and then you can be taking this as homework. Okay, so now we will be moving to the next question, that is question number 2. And the figure for question number 2 has also been given already. So we'll be just drawing that. A straight line is drawn cutting two equal circles and passing through the midpoint M of the line joining the through the point M of the line joining their centers O dash. Okay, so when they are saying that these are equal circles, you already know what does this mean, children. This means that both the circles are having same radius. Okay, so these are our circles that have been given. Okay, so this is O and this is O dash. Okay, so two centers, and then M is the midpoint of both of them, the O dash. And then you have been given a line like this which crosses through M, and then this is A and D. Okay, so now what do you need to prove? You need to prove that chords AB and CD, which are intercepted by the two circles. Okay, so two circles are equal. So where are chord AB and CD, children? Okay, so I have pointed out a very small difference, so I think I need to reconstruct this particular circle so that it is clearly visible. So we have a good gap between the two circles, so I'll be just erasing and correcting the figure. So this is our line, and suppose this is your circle, the other circle that we are talking about. Then this will be point M, and of course then I need to erase the chord as well. So this goes like this. Okay, and then you will be drawing a line like this. This goes like this, and this is O dash. Okay, so this is O dash, and then this is M. So this is my chord AB. Okay, and then this is my chord CD. Okay, so AB and CD are two chords of the two different circles. So you have to prove that both of them are equal. So what are you going to do for that, children? Of course, you need to drop a perpendicular. Okay, so how are you going to write? You already know that what is the algorithm of doing the proof sums. So for doing the proof sums, you need to write down first the given to prove and the constructions if you have done any, and then of course you will start the proof. Okay, so this you will be taking as P, this you will be taking as Q. Okay, so what you will be writing, this is our question number 2. Write down given of equal radii and the line joining at O, and the M is the midpoint of OO dash. Okay, so write down M is midpoint of OO dash. Midpoint of OO dash. Okay, so if it is midpoint of OO dash, children, then what you can write? Can you write that OM will be equal to O dash M? O dash M. Alright, so next what you will be writing? What do you need to prove? You need to prove that AB is equal to CD. Then you will be writing the construction part. So in construction, write down, draw. You will be writing OP perpendicular to AB and OQ perpendicular to CD. O dash, this is O dash Q perpendicular to CD. Okay, so now your proof is going to start. So what is there in proof, children? It says, see, you will be taking two triangles. Which two triangles, children? We will be taking OMP and O dash MQ. If you are able to prove these two triangles congruent, then we can get what? We can get that PC will be equal to, or else we can take that OM is equal to once you are getting this, then you will be getting what? That OP is equal to O dash Q. So if OP is equal to O dash Q, then you can easily write that equal chords are equidistant from the center, and then using that fact you can just write that both the chords are equal. Alright, so write down in proof, in triangle OPB, not OPB, children, OPM and triangle O dash QM. Okay, this is O dash QM. So now what you will be writing, the first thing that is there is, write down, see what has been given, children. First of all, it has been given that both the angles OMP will be equal to, write down, angle OMP is equal to angle O dash MQ. And what is the reason, children? Of course, they are vertically opposite angles. Then the second thing is that you have been given that angle OPM is equal to angle O dash QM is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, and the third one is what, children? What is the third thing that you can use? That OM is equal to O dash M. OM is equal to O dash, not M, children, Q. Okay, and this is also given. Okay, O dash M only, children, sorry. This is O dash M and this is what is given. So three things you have found out. Therefore, what you will be writing, triangle OPM is congruent to triangle OQM. By which congruency, children? If you see, this is angle, angle and side. So this is AAS test of congruency. So if these two triangles are congruent, of course, what you can get by CPCT, children, write down. This implies that OP will be equal to O dash Q by CPCT. This is what you wanted. And now what you can write, remember the theorem, children, which said that if the distance between the two chords is same, okay, the two chords of a circle which are equidistant from the center are equal to each other. Okay, so what you will be writing, chords equidistant from the center, equidistant from the center are equal to each other. Equal or only equal is fine. So what you will be writing, since OP is equal to O dash Q, so this implies that AB will be equal to CD. Okay, and which is the theorem, children? This particular theorem which I have written already. Alright, so this way this particular sum has to be done, children, wherein you will be proving both the triangles congruent, and then by CPCT you will be proving that the perpendicular distance is equal, and since the perpendicular distance is equal, then you can write that both the chords as well are equal. Alright, so now we will be moving to question number 3. So what is question number 3, children? It says M and N are the midpoints of two equal chords AB and CD respectively of a circle with a center O. Okay, so we have been given a circle like this. Okay, and then here we have this chord, and then here we have this chord, then I have a circle with center O, and this, the name of this particular chord is what? This is AM. Okay, so this is AB, this is CD. Okay, and then this is M, this is N. Okay, so what now you will be writing? First we will be writing the given part. Given says, see, of okay, this one says P and Q are the points of intersection. No, sorry, this is question number 3. Midpoints of equal. So M is the midpoint means what? So you will be writing given AM is equal to MB, and further CN is equal to ND. Okay, so these are the two things that have been given already. Now what I'll be writing, see, I'll be writing the next thing. Is there anything which has been given, children, of two equal chords AB and CD? So AB is equal to CD. Further, you have to prove that angle BMN. So how are you going to construct BMN, children? So BMN is this particular angle is equal to angle DNM. So this is DNM, this particular angle that we are talking about. So we want to prove that this particular angle BMN is equal to DNM, these two angles. Okay, so this is fine, but then is there a construction that you will be needing to do? Yes, you need to do a construction. For that I'll be just drawing my center a bit upwards, children, so that I can, of course this does not look a center, but just to make the figure more understandable, I am drawing like this. So I'll be drawing perpendiculars like this. So OM is the perpendicular. Okay, so write down first what do you need to prove. So you need to prove that angle BMN is equal to angle DMN. Okay, so this is the first proof. For the second one I'll be telling you how to do, so that you can just take it as a homework. Okay, and then what will you be writing now? You will be writing construction. So by construction you will be writing, draw OM perpendicular to AB and ON perpendicular to CD. Okay, so this you have drawn. So now what you will be doing, children? See, you need to prove that BMN is equal to DMN. So how are you going to start this particular sum? So first you will be writing what? First you will be writing that BM, first you have to prove then BM is equal to DN. Okay, so how are you going to do that? Just have a look into it. Okay, so write down. See, AM is equal to MB. Okay, I'll write here proof. Okay, now what you will be writing, BM, AM is equal to BM is equal to half of AB. Okay, and then what you will be writing, this you can be taking as 1, and then you will be writing CN is equal to DN is equal to half of CD. This you can be taking as equation number 2. Then what you will be doing, children? See, we have been given that AB is equal to CD. Okay, so what you will be writing, you just write it down from here, that from equation 1 and 2, AM will be equal to BM will be equal to CN is equal to DN. Why, children? Because it has been given that AB is equal to CD. So if AB is equal to CD, then it is understood that this part will be equal to this particular part. Okay, so you are getting that. From this you will be taking what all things are required. So you will be writing, this implies BM is equal to DN. So I'll be writing with different thing. So write down BM is equal to DN. So this you are going to take as equation number 3. Now what you have to do, will be now moving to the next step. So in the next step what you will be writing, you will be applying the Pythagoras theorem. So for applying the Pythagoras theorem, you just need to match these 2 points as well. Okay, or else there is a simple way, children, which I can tell you. That is also going to be an easy one. See, I'll just erase this. See, so even if you don't want to do till here, children, there is a easy way which I'll be telling you, so that you can just look into it, so that you can do. Now see, the first one, so basically the second part says what, children, that AMN you have to prove. So this is my AMN. Okay, is equal to, you have to prove CNM. Okay, so children, up till now whatever you have done, even if you don't want to do it that way, I'll be telling you still easier version. So in that what you can write, see, angle OMB is equal to angle, so this is my MB and this I had taken as M, is equal to angle OND is equal to 90 degree. Okay, and then what you will be writing, and how did you prove that both of them are equal? So for that you will be writing what, since what you will be writing, line from center which bisects the chord is perpendicular to the chord. So this is also a theorem. So now what you will be writing, angle OMB is equal to angle OND. So this you might be taking as equation number 1. So this is an easier way that I am telling you, children. Now you know that OM is equal to ON. Why? Because, children, these are radius. Okay, so this you will be taking as equation number 2. Now we will be doing first equation minus second equation. So this will be what, children? No, not this one, children. Wait. We have one more step. So this implies angle OMN is equal to angle ONM. Okay, what you will be writing, since sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Okay, now this particular one you are going to take as equation number 2, and now you will be doing 1 minus 2 is equal to what, angle OMB minus angle OMN is equal to angle OND minus angle ONM. So this implies what, children? This will be implying that OMB minus OMN is equal to angle BMN is equal to angle DNM. Okay, so this is the smallest proof that is possible. Now if you look at the second sub question, children, I'll be telling you how to do so that you can take as homework. So this second sub question I'm marking as homework. So what you will be doing here, children, since you are proving that this angle is equal to this angle, then what you will be writing, 180 degree minus angle BMN is equal to 180 degrees minus angle, you are just subtracting both the sides by 180 degree, DNM. Okay, so this implies if you subtract B and M, you are left with what? AMN. That AMN will be equal to angle CNM. Okay, so you will be writing this properly, and in this way this particular sum can be done. We'll be moving to the fourth question, children, which is there. So according to the fourth question, we have been given a figure here as well. Okay, so just write down, just draw the figure first. So these are the two intersecting circles which are there. Okay, and this will be drawing chords. Okay, and then what you will be writing, of course this one, if you see, children, this is an intersecting one. Okay, so this goes like this. Then we have A, P, B, then we have O, O dash, C, Q, and then D. Okay, so now what you will be doing, we'll be just writing down what all things have been given. So write down. This is the figure first of all. So question number 4, P and Q are the points of intersection of two circles of center O, and if straight line is parallel to this one, prove that. Okay, so nothing has been given here, children. Okay, simply nothing has been given, only what, this is the thing that you have to prove. So what you will be writing, children, what you will be doing here, you can just take. So if you had studied midpoint theorem, children, this question would have become very easy. But since you are not done with the midpoint theorem, then we'll have to go for a longer one. So here what you will be writing, what is given, nothing has been given, two circles. So there's nothing to write. To prove, write down OO dash is equal to half AB. This is what you need to prove. Okay, and then construction. What are you going to write in construction? Draw OM perpendicular to this and OM dash perpendicular to this, and here you can be taking as, okay, P is already there, so maybe we can take as N, and here we can take as N dash. Okay, so write down, draw OM perpendicular to AP. Okay, then OM dash perpendicular to OM dash perpendicular to CQ. Okay, or else what you can do, children, see, instead of M dash, because it will be difficult to differentiate, I'll be writing different names so that it is going to be easier for you. So if this is M, you can take this as N, we can take this as E, we can take this as F. Okay, so draw OM perpendicular to AP, draw ON perpendicular to CQ, then you will be writing O dash E perpendicular to BP. Okay, and O dash F perpendicular to QD or DQ. Okay, so now what you will be writing, so this was F, children. Okay, so we'll be writing down the proof now. Okay, so in proof part, what you will be writing, you know that perpendicular from the center of the chord bisects the chord. Okay, so what you will be writing, that AM will be equal to MP. Okay, AM is equal to MP is equal to half AP. Okay, similarly what you will be writing, what else can be written, children, that PE is equal to EB is equal to EB is equal to half BP. Then what you can write, children, you can be writing that ON, not ON, children, this is CN is equal to NQ is equal to half CQ. And then we can write what? We can write that OF, not OF again, children, this is QF is equal to FD is equal to half QD. Okay, and this, the reason you will be specifying what? Perpendicular from center bisects the chord. Bisects the chord. Okay, so this is the reason you will be writing. So this is what you are getting. Now what you will be writing, see, we'll be just erasing this. Okay, now we'll be writing that, see, OO dash, which is there, this is actually equal to what, children? If you look into the figure, this is actually equal to ME. Okay, why this? Because, children, you can easily see that in this figure, this angle is equal to 90 degree, this angle is also equal to 90 degree. So if these two angles are 90 degree, it is understood that OO dash is going to be equal to ME. So this in turn is equal to MP plus PE. Okay, so this is what you are getting. And then what you can write, how much is MP equal to, children? Is this equal to half of AP? Yes, it is equal to half of AP. So write down half of AP, plus how much is PE equal to, children? Is it equal to half of BP? Yes, it is equal to half of BP. And then what you can do, half if you take common, you get AP plus BP. Okay, now AP plus PB is equal to what, children? If you see, is it equal to AB? Yes, it is equal to AB. So we are getting this is equal to half AB. Okay, so this is the way you are doing this sum. So this was a pretty easy one. Now what you will be doing, children, see the second part. How does the second part go? If you just see, okay, we'll just bring this back because we want the figure also. So for the second part, AB is equal to CD, how you are going to prove? Okay, so for second part, you will be writing that C, OO dash is also equal to NF. Yes, and NF is turn is equal to NQ plus QF. Now we have found out what? That NQ is equal to half CQ and QF is equal to half QD. So you are going to take half of CQ plus QD. So CQ plus QD in turn is equal to how much, children? If you see, CQ plus QD is equal to CD. So this is equal to half CD. Okay, so this was our sub question 1, which was continuing. This is for second sub question. Okay, so this you can take as equation number 1, this you can take as equation number 2. So now what you can get, since we don't need this figure anymore, you will be writing from 1 and 2. So what do you say? See, children, OO dash is equal to half AB also, and OO dash is equal to half CD also. So you will take half of AB is equal to half of CD. So this implies AB will be equal to CD. Alright, so this is the way this particular sum has to be done. So children, we are done till question number 4 of this particular exercise. Rest of the question we'll be looking into next session. All right, thank you students.